Here is this free Excavator 180 CPCS Blue Card Renewal mock test. It contains 15 questions similar to what you'd get on the official NOCN Pearson VUE touchscreen test. I will first read the question and then give you a few seconds before I reveal the correct answer. Ready? Let's go. 1. Why might operators tend to extend the stabilizer legs further when they sink into soft ground? A. To decrease the overall weight on the stabilizers. B. To counteract the softness of the ground. C. To increase the lifting capacity of the excavator. D. To prevent shock loading on the machine's rear side. Correct answer, B. To counteract the softness of the ground. Two. What potential danger is associated with disconnecting oil feed and return lines without following the recommended precautions? A. Oil contamination risks. B. Increased efficiency in operation. C. Possibility of hydraulic fluid leakage. D. Potential burn injuries due to hot oil and couplers. Correct answer, D. Potential burn injuries due to hot oil and couplers. Three. Why is it essential for the operator to consider the full working radius and height of the backhoe in enclosed areas? A. To determine the ideal spot for vehicle parking. B. To estimate the weight capacity of the backhoe. C. To prevent the backhoe from exceeding the danger area. D. To gauge the excavation depth needed. Correct answer, C. To prevent the backhoe from exceeding the danger area. Four. What are the procedures and dangers when disconnecting oil feed lines to a hydraulically operated attachment? A. No specific procedures, just disconnect the lines. B. Ensure the engine is stopped before disconnecting the lines. Wear protective gloves due to heat and pressure within the lines. C. Use bare hands to disconnect the lines for a better grip. D. Do it quickly to avoid any oil spillage. Correct answer, B. Ensure the engine is stopped before disconnecting the lines. Wear protective gloves due to heat and pressure within the lines. 5. Where should the operator of a forward tipping dumper be positioned when the dumper is being loaded? A. In the dumper's cab. B. Is standing close to the dumper's loading area. C. In the excavator's cab. D. A safe place away from the dumper's loading area. Correct answer, D. A safe place away from the dumper's loading area. Six. Why is it crucial for the operator to ensure the visibility of the flashing amber beacon from the rear of the 180 excavator? A. To avoid accidents while the excavator is in operation. B. To ensure compliance with road regulations. C. To alert pedestrians about the excavator's presence. D. To avoid obstructing the folded backhoe. Correct answer, B. To ensure compliance with road regulations. 7. How should operators handle the hydraulic breaker to work efficiently? A. Regularly change the position of the tip on the structure or component being demolished. B. Avoid changing its position frequently. C. Use it only at the lowest power setting. D. Operate it continuously for a prolonged period in one spot. Correct answer: A. Regularly change the position of the tip on the structure or component being demolished. (8) In what manner can a driver typically remain safe during loading in a dump truck? A. By operating the truck's horn continuously. B. By standing near the truck's loading area. C. By wearing a protective helmet. D. By staying inside the truck's protective cab. Correct answer: D. By staying inside the truck's protective cab. (9) What is the process involved in preparing to use the forks on a 180 excavator? A. Sliding the forks into position effortlessly. B. Manual handling and swinging each fork over the top of the bucket. C. Attaching the forks without any manual intervention. D. Using a hoist to position the forks. Correct answer: B. Manual handling and swinging each fork over the top of the bucket. (10) What can cause overturns of 180 excavators during loading operations? A. A combination of raised bucket and simultaneous turning action. B. Rapid bucket movements during loading. C. Overloading the vehicle being loaded. D. Operating at high speeds while loading. Correct answer: A. A combination of raised bucket and simultaneous turning action. (11) What risk is associated with driving an excavator with a raised front bucket on uneven terrain? A. Increased fuel consumption. B. Reduced strain on the machine's hydraulic systems. C. Potential lateral, sideways, overturning due to an elevated center of gravity. D. Enhanced stability due to the raised position of the front bucket. Correct answer: C. Potential lateral, sideways, overturning due to an elevated center of gravity. (12) What action has led to accidents? A. Engaging safety locks while operating the backhoe. B. Talking to coworkers from the back window. C. Leaning out of the back window while the backhoe is in operation. D. Engaging the boom to communicate with on-site personnel. Correct answer: C. Leaning out of the back window while the backhoe is in operation. (13) What benefit does turning off the engine of a modern excavator offer when the operator steps out? A. Minimize wear on the engine. B. Reduce cabin temperature. C. Lower fuel consumption. D. Preserve the cabin's electronics. Correct answer: C. Lower fuel consumption. (14) What has been a consequence of unintentional detachment of attachments during excavation work with 180 excavators? A. Injuries and fatalities. B. Operator reprimand for negligence. C. Equipment damage and increased maintenance costs. D. Increased efficiency in the workplace. Correct answer, A. Injuries and fatalities. (15) What class of driving license is required for operating a 180 excavator? A. Class A. B. Class B. C. Class C. D. Class D. Correct answer, B. Class B. So, this was the last question of this free mock test. If you made it this far, I guess you're about to take the dreaded CPCS renewal test and there are no other study materials except the long and boring fact sheet. Some people have failed this multiple times. Like my brother, who is not the brightest tool in the shed. But I still love him. Enough, in fact, to create a whole bunch of multiple choice questions from his category fact sheet. And guess what? He finally passed. That gave me the idea of creating similar mock test questions and answers for each and every category. Very tedious work, but it's worth it if it helps you study and pass the damn test to extend your blue card for 5 more years. If you wish to be fully prepared, then you have the option of purchasing my ebook, which contains the full bank of questions based on the official NOCN fact sheet. Note that these questions are not exactly the same in the official test, but they will be similar and based on the same information from the fact sheet. So instead of learning the exact questions and answers by heart, apply logic to the answers, and use these multiple choice questions to learn more efficiently for your CPCS Blue Card Renewal Touchscreen test.